Most people don't know this. The transporter in Star Trek was invented because the show didn't have enough money to constantly film spaceships landing on planets. And that, my friends, changed sci-fi forever. Most people don't know this. Before the slug version of Jabba the Hutt, even before the human version, early Star Wars comics used this weird yellow alien character as Jabba. Yeah, this was almost the galaxy's most feared crime lord. Let that sink in. Most people don't know this. That Spider-Man cafeteria tray scene, no effects. Tobey Maguire actually caught that. Most people don't know this. The original Klingons barely had forehead ridges because the show literally didn't have the budget for alien makeup yet. Yeah, think about that for a second. I guarantee you don't know this. Obi-Wan Kenobi's famous line, "Hello there," was stolen from the great General Grievous. Don't blast the messenger. If you watch Star Wars in chronological order, in the Clone Wars, General Grievous ambushes Obi-Wan. He laughs and then says, "Hello there." Now fast forward to Revenge of the Sith. Obi-Wan drops down in front of Grievous, well, behind him, and says, "Hello there." So technically, the most famous line in Star Wars was said by Grievous first. This changes everything. Most people don't know this. Batman once wore a rainbow-colored suit to confuse his enemies. Early Superman couldn't fly. He could only leap tall buildings in a single bound. Director Luke Benson began writing The Fifth Element when he was 16 years old. The spinning spaceship in 2001 is real. The actors were literally walking around in a rotating set. Most people don't know this. The transporter sound in Star Trek was created by playing piano strings backwards. Just imagine if that was a different sound. You can't. It's epic. Most people don't know this. The iconic opening crawl in the original Star Wars was inspired by old Flash Gordon serials from the 1930s. During retakes of Wonder Woman, she was 5 months pregnant and they had to CGI her belly bump out. Most people don't know this. Sean Astin was bleeding from his feet in the river scene, and he just kept acting. Superman once shot a smaller version of himself out of his hand, called Superman Blue. The movie Halloween was filmed in the spring. The crew had to paint thousands of paper leaves brown and scatter them for every shot, only to rake them up and reuse them for the next scene. Captain America's shield wasn't always circular. It started as a triangular shield. Let that sink in. In a comic, Han Solo didn't die by the hands of Kylo Ren. He crash-landed the Millennium Falcon on Earth in the United States. He was then killed by Native Americans. But Chewbacca survived. And just imagine, people kept seeing something tall, hairy, and moving through the forest. Maybe Chewbacca is the legend of Bigfoot. Ooh, most people don't realize this. Heck, I didn't even realize it until just a few minutes ago. The night before First Contact, someone on Earth could have been watching Star Wars. What? And the next day, real aliens show up. In Star Trek First Contact, when they go back to 2063, that's our future, which means everything that we've created, movies, shows, and even Star Wars, it exists in our history. And we know that's true because in Star Trek, multiple characters still watch and reference old Earth media. Some are even obsessed with it. Yeah, somebody could have been watching Luke Skywalker fight the Empire while Z. Cochran was making a warp ship. In less than 24 hours, fiction become reality. Wow. In Back to the Future, the time machine was written as a refrigerator, not a DeLorean. The Star Trek communicator inspired early flip phone designs. James Cameron delayed making Avatar for years until technology could match his vision. T-Rex was a full-scale animatronic. They did add a little bit of CGI with it, but when it rained, it convulsed uncontrollably and even scared the crew. Most people don't know this. Spider-Man originally used mechanical web shooters, not natural webbing. Let that sink in. The Joker was originally supposed to die in his first appearance. Could you imagine? Let that sink in. Most people don't know this. The alien cast was not told what to expect during the chestbuster scene. Their reaction was real. Viggo Mortensen really deflected a throwing knife during filming, and that take was used in the final cut. The green matrix code is made from real Japanese characters pulled from cookbooks. Most people don't know this. Early Superman couldn't fly. He could only leap tall buildings in a single bound. Let that sink in.